Hey everybody, Father Bob here with my dog Arlo reporting in from the South Campus for the South Campus show. Today, July 16, 2020. And, at the Daily Mass today I said to the folks, 24 years ago today, who was at the Daily Mass? Of course, they kind of looked at me like, what? But I said that was my first day I reported to work at St. Victoria. And my first duty was to do the 8 o'clock Daily Mass. It was a Tuesday. And I went in early to the sacristy and I could hear Dorothy Dietelm, then 92 years old, belting out the rosary. I swear it was half German, half English. D's and do's, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us. And parking lot side, cemetery side, alternating sides. Remember a lot of those folks that first day, 24 years ago, Liz Dietelm, sitting in the parking lot side, second row. Dorothy Dietelm, they're all related of course, sitting on the cemetery side. Ray and Fanny Schmig a little bit farther down on the parking lot side. Kenny Dietelm and Marge Dietelm on the cemetery side. Marge still sits there, same place. Kenny's up in heaven praying with her. And on it went. And I asked, so who is here? And it turns out Roger Leitner, I think, was around. And Marge said Leitner worked at that time, didn't do the daily mass, but they're around. Beatrice Mechtel and Marge Dietelm were the only two left from 24 years ago. And of course I said, and 24 years from now, who among us is going to be here? And someone yelled out, I don't know, I don't think there's going to be anyone. We'll see. But it's been quite a thing. I do reminisce a little bit back in the day. At that time, I always mention this because it's fascinating because there's so much traffic on 5. But there was no stoplight at County Road 11 and 5. Go figure. Trying to get across that now without a stoplight. Across the street was not Floyd's, was Leo's. Leo Snyder. They had that place for 38 years. They were parishioners. And on it goes. The only show downtown, pretty much, was the Victoria House. That's the only place you get a bite to eat. There was Schmitty's, which is now Vic's, and Leo's, which is now Floyd's. No food. Other than that, they had the post office, the barber shop, and CH Lumber, which is now where the right on the corner there. So things have changed quite a bit. But I'm still grateful for, well, the opportunity to stay. I guess I always tell my priest friends, they can't get rid of me. I stick around. I've been lucky to do that. I guess it was, I had an eye situation 4 years after coming. In the year 2000, it manifested itself in a real and abrupt way. All of a sudden I wasn't driving and I came here, had 20/20 eyes, but that's a whole nother story. But that's why I'm here. Because they gave me a pass. The bishop, I guess, Bishop Flynn, Archbishop Flynn. So it's been great. Couple photos. I was going to try to put them on there. There's we had the old blue house, is where I stayed, which is now where the parking lot is, where the Sunday morning 10:45 parking lot mass is, and that was owned by the Arts family. Parrish bought it. And we built a deck on the back. I actually helped Bob Dietelm, Jerry Dietelm, Those guys are still around, build that deck. Then there was our little parish staff. We didn't have one. We had Gino Chaki was our parish administrator, and Joyce Highland. Oh, she's still helping out. She's probably been helping out as long as anyone in the parish office. Joni Dearson following right after. And some others. There is the early parish council. I believe that's Sue Shrimp, maybe, and Tim Amundsen. He had the beard then, he has it now. And other notables. But it's been a great run, and I'm very grateful. I like to mention Jim and Ann Emmer. They were then parishioners for a couple years. There's a venerable older priest by the name of Father Elston Coghill, Franciscan, the last of the Franciscans. He announced he was going to retire. And the Franciscans were going to turn St. Victoria over to the property of the diocese. Well, in the diocese, none of us had even heard of St. Victoria because it was on a sort of a different conference and off the radar. But now it's going to be property of the Archdiocese to be part of such a great parish like St. Victoria Parish family. So for now, checking out. But before we check out, of course, I always do the impromptu question of the week. Thank you, Liz. Let's see what we get. I'm going to reach in there. I have not read these questions. By the way, I can't read these questions, so I'm going to give this to Liz.
Father, what is your favorite time of year and why do you like it?
Oh, wow. Great question. You know, I was in Venezuela for 5 years, and they had one season, summer. Hot and hotter. The first snow of the year. I love when the ice goes off the lake. I love summer like we're having now. Love them all. But look forward to those fall days coming up. Look forward to you folks checking in again here with my dog Arlo, who again has fallen asleep on me.